Hi guys, welcome to the final episode of the 30 Days of Heads challenge. Forget everything you've seen so far. This is the part when things are actually getting exciting. Everything up until now was practice, but now we'll see if I actually learned something. Today I'll show you the 9 final heads I created. These heads are all based on an individual idea that's either completely thought through or evolving during the process. They're special for another reason. I textured and groomed a hairstyle for each of them. All of these heads hold so much meaning for me, so I can't wait to share their stories with you. The first head I created this week is Ariana Grande, the We Can't Be Friends Ariana to be more specific. The reason for it is that the song and the entire album Eternal Sunshine means so much to me. I don't know, it just got released exactly when I needed it. It's such a great album, it's a masterpiece. I've loved Ariana for a long time by now, but this is really my favorite album of hers, and I've been singing and crying to these songs. I've been falling asleep holding the music box in my arms like it's a stuffed animal. And according to my Apple Music replay, Ariana was my top artist from March until June, so apparently I've been listening to the album on repeat for 4 months. That is a little much, but I mean, it is what it is. I wanted to recreate this specific moment in the music video because it is such a meaningful part of it, and just the idea is so tempting, right? Like this idea that you can erase like someone or the life you shared with someone from your brain just simply because it hurts too much to be reminded of it. I mean, who wouldn't want to do that, right? And the album starts off with the lyrics, "How can I tell if I'm in the right relationship? Aren't you really supposed to know that shit?" And somehow it is just a relief to know that even Ariana Grande, who is so unbelievably successful that you'd think that she's got everything figured out, questions her relationship like that. But anyway, I just really love the album and I was really moved by it, so I decided to create a little fan art. I really wanted to make sure I create a male head during this week. I tend towards female ones. I can't really tell you why, but I often find them more interesting. Don't judge me, please. But anyway, I really wanted to, create a male one as well. And I really love his curls and the concept, like with the sunglasses and everything. He's got a certain summer vibe, and I love that. I love everything summer. There is really nothing more exciting than summer as a feeling or a vibe. I don't know, I just really only feel alive during the summer. I don't know what that is, but like during the summer I'm just a lot happier and a lot more present in a way. Yeah. When I found this concept on Pinterest, I instantly got the idea to create her as a candle or wax figure instead of a human being. And then instead of giving her a cigarette, I gave her a candle wick, so she technically melts herself by lighting that candle wick. And I just love the idea because it's such a great visualization of what self-sabotage can feel like. This is also the head or character I spent the most time in the modeling part, because obviously this is not just a head, it's half a body, like she's got arms and fingers and everything, and so it took longer than for the other ones. And then of course she's also got the lighter in her hands, which is another asset I had to model. The fourth head is a stylized elf, which is based on a concept that I had practiced twice in week 3 because I knew I wanted to bring this one to life this week. Sculpting her was once again just so much fun. The shapes are just a lot more interesting than like the shapes of a normal head. I changed the color of her makeup in the end because I just didn't want my version of it to look exactly like the concept. I love how the skin texture on this one turned out, and I loved creating these long lashes and the curly hair. I had a great time. So number 5 this week is Demi Lovato, and just like Ariana Grande, it's not just any Demi, it's the holy fuck Demi. because Holy Fuck is my favorite album of hers and my favorite era. The song Eat Me is most definitely my favorite song ever. Before that one got released, it would change what I call my favorite song, but ever since this has come out, it's not changing ever again. This song is about what it's like to be a female in the pop music industry, and while I obviously can't relate to that, this general problem of what women are supposed to look and be like is one that, I think we can all relate to. And Eat Me is the only song I know that captures that frustration so authentically while still being kind of funny. I mean, obviously, the song has a double meaning, but for me, it's really the message of take it or leave it that makes this song so important to me. And Demi's vocals have obviously always sounded amazing, but on this album, she sounds better than ever. That's just my humble opinion about this. Head number 6 is another male one, and this time I wanted to make a statement. I came across this picture and decided to use it as the concept, and just to express the message a little more provocatively, I decided to draw pink flowers on his skin instead of blue ones. I think the image really speaks for itself, but the meaning is really simple. It's just about the expectations of men to always be strong and masculine and not show any feelings. And I don't want to get into it any further. I think you get the idea. Okay, we're moving on to a concept that is a little brutal. Just consider yourself warned. The idea for this head came to me when I saw a drawing of a girl with a huge smile. And I don't know why, I felt the need to fix her smile with nails. The message of this image I created here isn't fully defined. One interpretation is that it represents what it feels like when you force a smile and you just keep smiling and like you just want to throw up, but you have to keep smiling, And I think that's kind of relatable. I think we've all been there. You could also see it as a statement in the way of like girls are often being told to smile more, like in the sense of just girls are just here to sit still and upright and smile for people and, just sit still, look pretty. You could understand this image as what it can feel like when you do that, when you're being pushed to just be nice, because that's your purpose on this planet, according to some people. It's not, of course, but you know what I mean. All of these heads are very much influenced by the music I've been listening to and the shows I've been watching. And one song that I've been listening to a lot this year is I Can Do It With a Broken Heart by Taylor Swift. And if you know this song and what it means and in what context it stands, I could imagine that this is exactly what it felt like for Taylor Swift when she started off the Eras tour right after the breakup, and when she started, opening all these shows with the song Lover, which she wrote about him. But I really didn't do it on purpose. I didn't go into this project thinking about the song or about Taylor Swift, but I've been listening to the song, and it would be a lie to say that it hasn't influenced my work. The lighting on this project is intentionally inspired by Riverdale, very heavily, to be honest. I don't know if you know the show. It's a Netflix show based on the Archie comics, and if you haven't seen it, I can strongly recommend the first 2 seasons of it. To be honest, after that, the story gets a little weird and it doesn't make sense anymore. But the first 2 seasons are worth watching. But anyway, I really feel like this head might just be the masterpiece of this week. Or at least it's the one that I'm most proud of, and that's just my personal favorite. By the way, let me know what you think of all of these heads. Just feel free to leave a comment and tell me which one of these is your favorite. So number 8 is another head that's connected to a song. The song is called Learn to Fly, and the writer and performer is Sibuna. This is my favorite song of hers so far. It really resonates with me. I'm a little scared to talk about this here, and it's been intimidating to visualize one of her songs because she might see this. She doesn't know I did this, and I don't know if she likes it, so that's a little scary. When I started this head, I started with this picture of a girl looking up, and I really didn't have a final idea or a final image in my head of what I wanted this to look like. I just kept listening to the song and went with what felt right. And one of the decisions that I made was to keep the colors kind of pale, because this is really what this song feels like to me. I don't know if that's Sibuna's intention, but for me there is almost like an equal amount of pain and hope in this song. But you know, this is really just a representation of what the song feels like to me. So I didn't want to use saturated colors, but I also didn't want the image to feel dark or heavy. I'm just gonna take the liberty at this point to advertise Sibuna a little. She's such an incredible artist and so determined to her mission, so grounded and so true to herself, and her music is really amazing. I can only recommend you listen to it. And just like that, we're at the very last head. I had the idea for this concept for weeks at this point. The background of this image is that I fell in love with the concept of the show Euphoria some years ago. If you don't know Euphoria, it's a show about a girl that struggles with bipolar disorder and therefore has extreme highs and disastrous lows. And I'm really impressed by how they capture that in the images in this show, and I really just wanted to create something like it without having it connected to the show Euphoria at all. But yes, I just really love big glitter makeup that is ruined by tears, because yes, I'm just a little drama queen at heart, and that's probably the biggest revelation on this channel so far, but now you know. And that's it. That's the final head of the final episode. I know this episode was a bit heavy on the pop culture part, but what can I tell you? I'm just a pop girl. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for your interest. And since I probably won't see you anytime soon on this channel, I wish you all happy holidays and a successful start into the new year. I hope you'll have the best time with your family and loved ones. I hope you'll enjoy the festivities. I know that this time of the year can be difficult as well, so to everyone who's got some rough days ahead, feel hugged, feel loved, and I'm really looking forward to seeing you next year. If you haven't had enough of me yet, feel free to follow me on any social media platform. You'll find all the links in the description. Thanks again for watching, I really appreciate it. Have a great day and have a great rest of the year. Bye!